What's up, friends? I just wanted to film a little makeup video for you because you've been asking for it. My girlfriends have been asking for it, so I thought I would publicly broadcast it on YouTube. Why not? Most of these products are safe and they're very effective. They're totally tested by me. They're researched out by me, and they are mostly inexpensive. So I hope that this is helpful to you and that you enjoy this. And yeah, anyways, email me, text me, message me, find me and chat with me. I'm going to get chatty because I love talking about makeup. It's one of my favorite subjects. And before I was diagnosed with cancer, I used to collect makeup. So I have many drawers full of dirty makeup. But in the last couple of years, I've had to really clean it up. And I don't wear makeup all the time because it's really not good for you. Your pores are a direct pathway to your lymphatic system. And as soon as you put anything dirty on your skin at all, as soon as you put anything on your skin, you are putting yourself at risk. So I'll show you how I prep my skin for like a makeup day. I use not unscented, alcohol-free witch hazel. This is my brand, THAYERS brand, and an organic cotton pad. I just kind of rub that all over my face, and I'll either use, depending on how dry my skin is or not. I have dry to oily skin, pretty normal skin, but my skin is fairly healthy because I follow like a super strict anti-cancer diet. Sometimes I get zits. Yeah, and I have wrinkles, but you know what? Life is life, and you can't worry about them. So what I use on my skin is, this is like my night cream. This is homemade by me, shea butter melted down with some essential oils. And on underneath my makeup, I use this local flower and fruit facial serum. This is all natural stuff, made like seriously natural, made by a company called WILLOWS Bark. And this girl is a local girl, and her products are the bee's knees, and I totally trust them. So this is what I use, and I can see myself 8 times magnified. So I use that to put on my makeup because you can see every imperfection, but you want to see those imperfections so that you can cover them up if that's your goal. You don't have to cover your imperfections up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you want a perfectly made up face, you're going to want to tidy up every little, spot. That's how makeup works, and it's therapy, and it's fun, and it feels good, and it's art, and it freaking washes off at the end of the day. So don't take it too seriously, but do use clean makeup. So this is my foundation brand. I only ever use this one. This is BENECOS, and it's in the color SAHARA, but I don't worry too much about my foundation color. I just try and get something that somewhat matches my skin, and then I can bronze it out or blush it out at the end, and I'll just get started. So I use about that much foundation. It's just a tiny little bit. And I take a wooden skewer. This is always in my little makeup setup here. I'll actually show you. This is my makeup table. I don't need this anymore. I try to keep it tidy, but it's hard to keep it tidy. It's my makeup mirror here. I don't usually have this stack of books. This is holding my iPad up right now. These are all the products that I'm going to use today. These are like my clean daily, day-to-day makeup. Cup of tea, of course, and brushes. These are my brushes over here. These are my eye brushes and my small brushes, and these are my face brushes, my big brushes. Like I said, I used to collect makeup, and I have a lot of brushes and junk. But that was what I used to be into. So who cares, right? So this much, and then what I do is I actually make like a custom blend of foundation for myself. So I can never find a perfect formula for my specific skin. So I just adjust the, this is a very thick foundation. And I think if you wanted a full coverage, if you had like problem skin or lots of red patches or something like that, you could use this straight. But I like a really fine, thin, natural veil of foundation. So what I do is I take my serum, the same serum that I use after a shower, and I put 2 drops of that serum into the little pile on my hand, and then I just blend it in with this little skewer so that it's like a thinner, dewier, oilier version of this really good clean foundation. Now this, I'll just get started because I don't really know how to like talk about this stuff and make this efficient, because I already would have had half my face done by now. It's like 5 minutes, like that's way too long. Anyways, I use the foundation sponge Eco Tools. This one is like a $7 sponge, and it's the cleanest one that I can find. It's got fairly clean, even though it's like a plastic sponge anyways, but it's a good version of a beauty blender. And you soak this in the sink before you use it so that it's nice and spongy, and it needs a clean. I should have cleaned this before I started this video, but I clean it once a week. So, and I only put makeup on 2-3 times a week maximum. So I dip this into my hand here. Sometimes I also use a flat topped face brush, and I might use this in the video later on, but this is really good. This is a Sonia KASHUK brush that I got at Target when we were in Buffalo, like years ago. All of my makeup is very old too, so that's another challenge. But I just bounce this kind of on. I start with my forehead because it's like my biggest, largest space on my face. And then I go to my cheeks. And I don't like to have a lot of makeup on the outer rims of my face, because why would you put more makeup on than you needed to, you know? And then that's pretty much it for my hand. Is clean now, like clean from the product. And yeah, so you can't really tell that I have a heavy coat of anything on my skin now. And then I get to the magnifying mirror and just make sure that there's no like chunks left or whatever. This is BENECOS brand, is really popular in Germany. There's a German magazine that I use to determine the cleanliness of these products. The testing is called Oiko test. I'll put that like right here, Oiko. Anyways, and it's a test that this German magazine uses. They have their own laboratory equipment, and they actually test this stuff and let you know its rating. They rate it like really seriously based on your health. So they're not trying to advertise any products, and they're not trying to push you in any direction. They're literally just testing products for human beings' safety and health. And I really trust them. Some of the products that they test I can't get, and some of the products that I want to use they don't test, so it's not always the best thing. But yeah, it's really good, a really good test to refer to, especially if you're European. This is my concealer. This is Gabriel brand. I believe this to be a Canadian brand. And then I just take my sponge again and just pop it in there. This sort of takes away your puffy under eye or your bags, depending on what your problem is. That's my problem area for puffiness, especially when I'm tired, which is a lot of the time, as most moms and women can relate to me. And then I take this again and I cover up my little spots, which are there's not that many, there's 3. And then I just take away a little of this redness at the side of my nose here. I don't know that everybody has that, but I do. So I just fill it in a tiny bit. And that's the sort of base face. So that's like the start of the makeup there. Well, now we're about to start the makeup. And then what I do is I take just a little, this is a highlighter brush, but I use it for powder. And my powder is Suzanne Sommer Organics powder. This is sheer press powder. And Suzanne Summers makes really good makeup, believe it or not. She also, it's not so super expensive. I just set that concealer in under the eye. I take the shine down from my forehead a little bit and my nose, and I lock in that makeup on the chin, and that's pretty much the only places that I use this. So this has lasted me forever. I ordered this probably a year and a half ago, and I haven't even, like, it really goes a long way, and it's actually quite thick, so you have to put it on with a gentle touch. Then I take my beauty blender in. I don't like a dry powdery look, so I take that powder down And this side of the sponge is like more damp than this side now because I've been using product on this side. So I go to the damp side and I kind of put a damp coating, if you will, over my Suzanne Summers. Let me just pause for a sec because this is like actually hard. Who knew? So Suzanne Summers brand will put their makeup on sale about 30 to 40%, and they also will include free shipping to your place. So it's anti-estrogenic and it's organic, and it's so the problem with dirty makeup is once it gets into your lymph nodes, it goes into your bloodstream and it behaves like it's estrogen. That's where we get into trouble, and that's where things become very dirty because you don't want other things, chemicals from the outside world coming into your body and behaving like estrogen because you have enough estrogen problems in your body. Creates hormone issues. So I'm here to tell you that. Anyways, my bronzer is the Physicians Formula. This is like just one that you can get at the drugstore. It's 89% organic ingredients, and it's actually a pretty good quality bronzer. So I put the bronzer in the places that I would get like a sort of a suntan, that I do have a suntan right now. I've been recovering from a surgery actually 2 weeks ago, and I sat out on my deck. We were having a heat wave, so it was like mini vacation. It was really good. And then I move on to my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I take this angled brush. I've always used this same brush. This is a Sephora angled eyeliner brush, number 22. I got it a long time ago, and I always use it for my eyebrows. And then I use this Anastasia pencil comb, and I brush my eyebrows up. So I spent a long time without eyebrows when I was going through chemo, probably 9 or 10 months, because they would grow and then they would fall out, and it was really disastrous. So I love my eyebrows, and I don't go get them done or anything like that. Once in a blue moon, like maybe, well, not once in a blue moon, every 3 or 4 days, I will come in here with a pair of tweezers and just pluck stray hairs. But it is my general rule of thumb to leave my eyebrows alone because they're here, they're back, they're fabulous. Dip a little bit, and then I sort of, I'll show you I always have a tissue here, and I kind of take some of that product off of that brush because it picks up a lot. So I go into my eyebrows here, and I draw a line. Oh, that was a really dark line. That's actually a little aggressive. You don't want to be so aggressive, but I can work with that. And then I carry it on under here to sort of get the shape that I want. And then I kind of just will, I use too much product there, so I'll just kind of brush it up and into the brow. Are you serious? That's what you came in to show me? This is a little pot of an eyebrow gel. It doesn't say what color it's in. It doesn't have there's no sticker on the bottom, and it's an old one. I don't care that it's old. I even have taken my serum and a skewer again and rehydrated that product so that I can just keep using it over and over again. So say what you will, but I'm on a huge budget. That's my bronzer brush. I just kind of go over things every now and then. So next, after my eyebrows are done, I will go in and do my eyeshadow. I use pretty much the same type of stuff every time. This one is a Bare Minerals shadow that shows up really safe and clean on the OCO test, the German test that I follow, and it's really pretty. This was a gift from a girlfriend. It's really a good little travel palette. So I used this brush that I got 1,000 years ago at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I mark it because I want it to be quick to grab. So this is like the brush that I use every day, and I put a base. Just a light colored base of that shadow on my eyelid there. Just around the whole eyelid. And a different brush. This is my other go-to brush. This is a Real Techniques. These literally are so old, and sorry, you know, it kind of seems gross that all my makeup is old, but I I just use what works, and then, you know, and then I go into the corner here a little bit. What's that? Gray. Exhale. I should do that. Take a deep breath with me, everybody. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. And then I just blend a little bit. And I don't spend a lot of time on this, honestly. I just go. And then if I'm feeling funky, I'll take the little brush that comes with the product and go in with this little Imagine color and deepen out the inside with that. And it always looks crazy going on, but then you're going to go in and blend. And I don't plan this either. Like, I don't know. I knew I was going to use this palette, but I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And sometimes I go super light and sometimes I go heavy, but today's Saturday and I have some time. And honestly, this is like my favorite way to spend time. And then I'll go even take that purple color so that I'm using all the 4 colors. Why not? And deepen the corner out even more, and even smudge out the bottom. And then blend. Now, this video I just saw is already 23 minutes long. So I'm going to go and do the other eye and come back. I'm going to add some eyeliner now, and this is something that I do a lot of days. It's my favorite sort of go-to look. This pencil is from Thrive Cosmetics. This eyeliner is the best eyeliner in the universe. It's in the color Lauren. It has a little smudger on the bottom, which I will use, and I'll show you how I use it. I use it every time I do this technique, and this is sort of like my go-to look, but this gets a little, actually I'll do this eye first and then I'll do the other eye off camera because I think that'll make my video go faster. So I come in here, this is called lining your wet line. Or lining the inner rim of your eyes. And it's definitely not like a recommended technique, and it's not clean, but this is how I like to wear my makeup, so. And then I take the little smudger part and I just kind of smudge I smudge my eyeliner right away into my lash line so that if it gets smudged later on, I don't have to worry about it. I just do my makeup one time in the morning. And I don't like touch it up or fiddle with it during the day. I just do it once and then it's done. And now that the eyeliner is done, I'll take that same brush. I've only used this brush and the base brush. I like to call it my one-trick pony. It's so good. I just do my whole eye with it. I go back in and I kind of smudge that up even more, make more of a mess, and get in with my fingers and just make a mess. I don't like pretty makeup. I like grungy makeup. Well, sometimes I like pretty makeup. Depends on my mood. Today I definitely am rolling into this grunge look, whether I like it or not. So after that, I will put some mascara on, and then I'll put some mascara on. Not too much. Top and bottom. Lately, I've been using this Bite Beauty lipstick as a 2-in-1, so like a blush and a lipstick. And this is like a double-ended lipstick. Scott got me this for Christmas one year. On one side there's like a super pretty gold color, and this is a super pretty pink color. I don't know what this combo is and what these are called. Again, there's no label on it. And I use this lipstick as a blush. So I put the blush into a comma shape. And don't worry, don't freak out, because I'm gonna blend this out. Just trust me. This lipstick is colored with resveratrol, which is like red wine concentrate. And then I take the blender, the beauty blender, either this side, I'm going to clean it. I wouldn't do this if it was just freshly cleaned, but I would use this side either way. But I know that I'm going to clean this probably today, so. And then you just carry it up and blend it right into your, blend. And same. And then it creates like because it's lipstick and not a dry blush, it gives you this dewy blend. Sometimes when my lines are quite intense, so my makeup likes to sit in these lines and the laugh lines around the eyes too, so I just push the makeup out of the lines. And then I will put some lipstick on. I always use this lip balm, which is made by one of my friends and somebody that works at the pub. You're the Balm, handmade by T. Thanks, T. And it's clean, and I trust her, and I know what's in it. And I just need a little base because I use this, again, old, no label. This is an eyebrow pencil, but I actually use it for my lips. And it's an organic one. It's a clean one, but I don't know what brand. I can't remember. And I just make it a little bit defined. Sometimes I will go in and put one of these colors on, this gold or this red, pinky color that I just used for my blush. But today I'm going to put a little bit of this gloss. This gloss is by Fit Glow Beauty, and they're a clean brand. It doesn't last very long at all. Kind of just lasts like maybe half an hour, but whatever. I don't always go this far. I usually just put that lip balm on and run out the door. But for today, and then with the same lip pencil, I always enhance my little beauty mark. And that's it. That's how I do my makeup. Those are the products that I use. I just filmed a makeup video. It was harder than I expected. Hopefully I can edit it out to look decent. This one has been sitting here anxious the whole time. Piper, are there squirrels out there? Piper, is there squirrels? Is there very many squirrels out there? Or do we need to go get them? Do we need to go sort the backyard out? Oh!